Hello, everybody. Welcome back to yet another vlog on the Jay and Joe Show.
Come on,
Today,
somebody. It's going to be a blast. It's going to
Yeah.
be so fun.
Yeah.
This time, we're telling you about how we went to Brazil, home of Mbappe. No, not Mbappe. Ronaldinho.
We prayed, we had family, we had communion, we preached, we laughed, we just had a good time together, pouring back into ourselves.
It was fun. It was great. And you should always, if you can, find a time to separate yourself, be with your family, and love on each other and see what God does in your lives. But listen, this is our story, and we're going to start at the very beginning, coming from Entebbe International Airport.
So Debbie is dropping us off at the airport, and we have boarded and, getting comfortable.
So our first flight was from Uganda to Amsterdam. Great time, tiring time.
We were hungry.
And we had to eat.
But let me tell you something.
Somebody who was really excited. There was somebody, and his name was Mr. Judah.
Yeah.
He was excited. I had no energy. I couldn't sleep on the plane. So this boy,
who dances and claps for himself.
this boy is up
ready to
everywhere.
explode.
This boy is just trying to show everybody that yes, I'm here
And I'm away from the streets.
So
of
you
Kampala.
didn't get to see the whole thing, but I took this boy around the whole lounge, like everywhere, and he was just greeting everybody and playing with everybody. He had so much energy. I didn't get it.
I said I'm gonna stay on this camera until
Dude, how long were we in Amsterdam?
like 6 hours.
It was like 8 hours.
Yeah.
And he was up the entire time.
Yeah.
So traveling with kids,
And Judah was just done.
Woo!
He was like, yo.
traveling with kids, traveling with kids.
Yeah.
God bless you. God bless you.
So we're going from Amsterdam to Sao Paulo.
So the plan was we go from Amsterdam, we go to Sao Paulo, and then from Sao Paulo we go to Rio de Janeiro, which is our final destination. So this is when we get in, got to go through immigrations.
And who are we without the luggage?
The luggage was luggaging. Joanne is there for 3 months, so she know how girls
I
pack.
already packed.
She packed and packed, and I was like, yo, my goodness.
Are we moving?
People are looking at us like, who are these people? Like, what is going on? We had so much luggage. And everyone was just looking at us like,
And
yo.
that's not all, because I'm carrying stuff
Yeah,
too.
she had to carry the stroller. Oh my goodness.
Dang, I was really big.
I mean, you were preggy.
I'm really waddling.
Yo, so Joanne, people gonna ask, hey, do you go to Brazil just to give birth? What's wrong with our Ugandan places? Why can't you give birth in Uganda?
No, I was asking the Lord where to give birth, and He said Brazil. And I know it sounds weird, and some of you will be like Chisusa, but it's really not. The Lord said Brazil, and He sure sprung those doors open.
I'm telling you, God moved.
When I say like the hand of the Lord was on this trip from the get-go to the get-back.
the get-go to the get-down.
To the get-down? Okay.
Anyway, no, but God did a great thing. And the thing about it is we had some friends of ours in Brazil, and we wanted to go and minister with them and to them. And like the doors just opened, the connections just opened, and even the timing, all of it just opened. So we
Everything
went to
was
Brazil not to give birth necessarily, but according to the timeline of things, it just worked. And God was
Guys,
faithful.
my feet were swollen. I don't know if you see that, but I am barely hanging in there.
Yeah, the airport was big.
And you don't see that, but it says Jesus saves. I love that. Like from up in the sky on those big mountains, you can still see. I mean, people in Brazil love the Lord.
I'm telling you, they love the Lord. But this trip is from Sao Paulo in the morning to Rio de Janeiro, and in Rio, there are mountains and mountains and mountains. I mean, look all the way to the distance. You see mountains.
It says like the Lord moves mountains. Oh, a faith of a mustard seed can move a mountain. I'm telling you, this kind of puts it in perspective.
I'm telling you
what kind of a big God we serve, because these mountains were massive.
When you look at these things in the video, it does not give you justice, because when you're there and you're like walking and you look at these mountains, you say, oh my goodness, this is massive. So if God says that He can move mountains, You better believe we serve a big,
Like,
big God.
compared to your situation, honey, just surrender, because your God can move a mountain. And if he can move a real mountain, oh, a real mountain, a real mountain.
If he can move a real mountain, he can move whatever mountain is in your life. Can I get a hallelujah?
Hallelujah. So Rio is kind of like Uganda also. Like, the poor are really poor and the rich are very rich, and then we have the people there in the middle. It's just like Uganda, the lifestyle. And this is, I feel like this is was like the favelas. You can see the mountains here as well.
He moves mountains.
And so the favelas is where like everybody lives. The irony of that is that the poorer people live up on the hill, so they have the views and the nice, they're, you know, up there. And then the
Favela, the not so fortunate financially people live down, and you see all that graffiti.
The
they're
good
not
people
so.
live down.
Yeah, the favela people live up on the mountains.
Yes, and the
but
good
you can see like the graffiti on the walls and everything. Like, there are a lot of gangs. There's a lot of violence, and you have to be very careful as you are walking around or moving around in Rio de Janeiro, because these guys are professional drug dealers, and you got to make sure that you have the right people with you to know where to go and where not to
So
go.
as much as they love the Lord, there's also the other side of Brazil.
But listen, look at that beautiful.
Yeah, this is
okay,
like we're
not
going to
this,
Hoima.
but the trees.
Yeah.
No, but that you don't find that in
And the
Hoima.
bridge.
Look at that beautiful
Yeah.
mountain. I'm
So,
telling you.
one thing about those apartments, no one lives in them because they were built not on a firm foundation.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's a whole word right
that's
there.
it's Judah's second
Can
birthday.
you say
yeah.
I'm two? Yeah. Say bye. Bye, Via. Judah, how old are you turning? You turn 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yay! He turned 2, and we had a cake for him and also a big breakfast. We went to the beach once, guys. Once.
We were there for 3 months.
Uno.
And we went one time.
Once.
Why is that, Joanne?
Because we're not outdoor people.
We really tried this one time. We said, you know what, babe, let's go on the beach.
We're like, we're done. Okay, let's get back to the hotel because we're not doing this.
Judah
It's
wasn't
so
trying-
hot. It's sandy, and you know the sand is sticky. And Judah got like the sand in his eyes. You're gonna see that, and I mean, it was just.
I'm telling you, it was not a good time.
We dressed him
Judah
up.
didn't like it.
Yeah.
Look at the way we're dressed. Very Ugandan. In Brazil,
we're trench
everyone
coat.
does not wear
Yeah,
anything. They're
yeah.
like just bikini
Yeah.
and swimsuits. And
Yeah.
look at us. We're just out here just trying to figure it out on our
Long
way.
pants, long sleeves. Like, who are these people? Clearly.
But it was
They're
such a
lost.
blessing to be able to spend time, because before that, remember,
Yeah.
I had no time with my family. I was just busy working. Joanne was just with Judah all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And this was such a blessing to finally be able to connect with my boy again. And I just thank the Lord for these opportunities. And I want to encourage you. You might not have to go all the way to Brazil, but wherever you're at, find time to spend with your family. Be intentional.
Could be in your yard, like
yeah.
out there. Just have a
Just
picnic.
be wherever you are,
Yeah.
wherever you are. Spend
Yeah.
time and be intentional.
Look how beautiful that is, guys.
mean,
if you don't believe
The
in the
mountain
Lord,
and the beach.
look at that.
and the beach.
Yeah.
That's why people go. It is a sight. It is a sight to behold.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, if you can ever go, I encourage you to go. And not just that, the people are really great. They love people. It's such a nice place to be. And the food.
And the food.
We'll get into that next time. The food was great, guys.
Anyways, we got settled in, and our journey is about to begin. Living in Rio de Janeiro. See you guys later.
Part 2 is next week. We will be seeing you next time. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. God bless.